Hey everybody, we're excited to be with you today on our first day of virtual summer camp, and we're going to be doing an art project today using watercolors and pencil and your watercolor paper. So those are the three items that you're going to need to do this project: pencil, watercolors, and any paintbrushes that you have. Also a cup of water, that'll be super helpful for watercolors. So today we're going to be doing a fun little project where we're going to be creating an animal silhouette using watercolors, and we're going to create all sorts of dynamic, interesting things going on. So the first thing that you're going to want to do is you're going to want to pick an animal. Pick any animal you want. It could be a giraffe, an elephant, a dog, a cat, a hummingbird, any of those things. Look it up online, maybe use your parents' phone and look up a silhouette, an outline of that animal. Once you have picked your animal, you're going to try and replicate that outline on your piece of paper. So you use your pencil, you don't have to draw super hard, you're gonna sketch it in. Now me, I'm gonna be doing a giraffe. So if you wanna follow along with the giraffe, you can do that too. Now giraffes, they're kind of weird looking creatures. What you're gonna do first is you're gonna draw the head, and I start by doing the head by doing this little portion right here. This is where the eye is. And then I do like his long face. And giraffe faces are pretty pointy, so just like that. And then I'm going to do he has horns, so I'll do his little horns up here. Remember, it doesn't have to be perfect. This is not a perfect giraffe, but do his mane. All right, then I'll do his long neck. It can be as long as you want. I'm gonna do it like right there. All right. His neck. Then I'll do a little bit of his mane here. He just has a little bit of hair that grows on his back of his head, so I'll just do a little bit of that. Maybe up there. You can erase whatever lines you don't want. You just want the outline. So. Then I'll do his chest, down to his long legs. It doesn't have to be perfect. I'm not using a picture, but you guys can use a picture if you want. It'll probably be better than my drawing out of my head. So then you'll do his legs. Come up here. Down to his other legs. So you do like a swooping line right here to his other legs. Remember, it doesn't have to be perfect. You're just doing the outline, so it's okay. My giraffe is very cartoonish. It's not a anatomically correct giraffe, I don't think. If it is, I'll be very excited. I'll swoop this up and just meet it up with his neck. His neck needs to be a little thinner, I think. There you go. So this is just the outline of the giraffe. So once you have the shape of your animal, what you're going to do is you're going to take your paintbrush and you're going to get some water in each of your watercolor palette pieces. All right, and you're going to spread that water around. So now what you're going to do is you're going to take your paintbrush and your water. I'm going to use one of my big brushes. You guys might not have a big brush, but you're going to put water all over your paper, but not on the inside of your animal. It's just going to be on the outside, okay? I'm just going to cover this in water real quick. Remember, you're not going inside of your outline. You're staying on the outside. Just creating an outline. Just put more water on your brush when you need to. And think of what colors do I want to be on the outside of this painting, this watercolor animal. You could do orange, yellow, purple, blues, greens, whatever you want really. Maybe you want it to tie into your animal, so if you're doing a giraffe, you could do like oranges and browns and yellows. Maybe you just want to have fun with it and create some cool effects. I will show you how to do that, but make sure you put water all over your paper. Otherwise, this effect won't work. And then what I like to do is I'm going to choose different colors based on my animal. So giraffes are brown and orange and yellow and a little bit of black. So I'm going to use those colors around my animal, but you can really do anything. You could do purples and blues, but I'm going to start with an orange. My watercolor here. I'm going to do this blotch. And you'll notice that when you do these blotches, that it'll start to spread a little bit. See how it's growing out from right there? So the more you do that, and the more water you have, the more it'll start to spread a little bit. That one's not spreading very well, so I'm just going to turn it into an outline. See how that one's just spreading because of the water, that one will spread. What you're going to do is you're just going to keep doing layers of these different colors and helping them to spread a little bit. If part of your paper starts to dry out, just put some more water on it. I'm going to use a dark color to be on the outside of my animal. Remember, try not to go, see how I went inside the line there? You want to try to avoid that. I was going too fast. Some different colors. Do a little bit more red in there. There we go. You're just going to splash a little bit of color in there whenever you can. Now I'm going to do some oranges and yellows maybe. Just keep adding water when it starts to dry out a little bit. The thing is that the watercolor will travel wherever you put water. So if it starts to dry out, just add more water. Add some yellows and oranges. And you're just creating your own watercolor piece here, your own little masterpiece. The key is to do a lot of colors. That'll make it really pop out. This orange isn't very strong. Let me try this yellow. Maybe when you think of a giraffe, you think of the jungle or something. So maybe you want to add some greens around them. So I'm going to do a little bit of green on the outside here. Think of a jungle and some grass. This is much more abstract. Remember, you're not making a perfectly realistic picture. You're creating these ideas, maybe some blues in there just for fun. Yeah, I like these blues. Creating like this outline. This will go on the outside just to kind of close in some of it. And the cool thing is that you can keep doing this forever. You can add so many colors just over top of one another. And over time, through the water, they're gonna just blend. So see how the yellows are blending with the reds, the greens, and the blues. Add some more green in there. Now I think I'm gonna add a little bit of black, because I want to make this pop out more. I'm gonna add on the outside there. See the cool effect that's happening because of the water? Something cool you can do. So I'm just gonna add some black here. And watch how this black is just gonna spread. Just spread through all the watery areas. Now if you get frustrated, you can leave and come back to it. You don't have to finish it all at once. Do some more yellows in here. See, I'm coming back in to see how much stronger that yellow is now. Do some dots. But you can really do whatever you want. There's no rules to this, we're just having fun. And then I'll do some red here. It'll all start to blend together because of all that water you put on in the very beginning. Now, I just did a very abstract background. You could do like a sunset or something. I can't really do it now because everything's so wet, but you could make a sunset in the beginning if you wanted to with like bright rays and stuff. You can can do whatever you want to. I'm gonna do a little bit of purple on the outside, finish it up a little bit. Like that. I just love the feels of these watercolors. Red. Just let those all mix together. And then you can wait for it to dry. You can move some of your drips around like that. And you can decide whenever you're finished. But for me, I'm done. I like the look of this draft. I'm gonna let it dry. Maybe I'll come back later and add some more watercolors to it, but that's basically the look that I'm going for. I hope you guys had fun doing this watercolor project with us. Make sure that if you finished your project and you want us to see it, go on Instagram and tag us, the Andrew L. Hicks Jr. Foundation, and we will follow you on Instagram and see your project. We'll see you later this week for our next art project, and I hope you guys have a lot of fun with the other activities for the day. See ya.